Hey everybody, welcome back to Wither and Bloom Studios. We are back at Daggerheart, and we are going to be playing a 3-shot that we're super excited about, and we're going to stage this out in 4 main sessions. Session 0 is going to be chaptered out tonight, so we're going to give that to you in 3 parts. Now, the 3 parts that we're going to be doing here are going to be part number 1, character creation, part number 2, table expectations, and part number 3, I will introduce the setting, to which next time we come back to session 1, and we'll go from there. How are we doing tonight?
Woo!
Yeah, we ready to play this?
Very excited.
Ready to do this?
Very excited.
Can we go around the table really quickly and introduce who we are to people who are new to our channel and that have not encountered us before in some of our previous videos? Can we do that?
Sure.
Garrett, will you start us off?
Fine. I'll start it off. Name's Garrett. Regular player here on the channel. Wither and Bloom, Three Ducks Tavern. I mean, that's it.
You're the man.
That's it. I'm the man.
All right.
Sure.
The resident bear.
Oh.
You gonna put me out like that? Wow.
Hi, I'm Richard Froman, and I'm a regular here at Wither and Bloom. Sometimes I do the news, sometimes I do the podcast, sometimes I play in our campaigns. Tonight we're playing Daggerheart.
Welcome, Rich.
Woo. Welcome back.
Yeah.
I'm Nathan, also a regular in our main Etania campaign. I play Circe, and I am also recently our webmaster.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ooh.
And as some of you or all of you probably know by now, my name is Todd. I am usually the DM in our Dungeons & Dragons campaign, and for Daggerheart, I am the GM in our fresh 3-shot. So I'm excited to be here and get this rolling. Cool.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right.
I don't say profanity.
Loser.
I don't say profanity.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
Which is a lie.
So for those of you that are new to this, do us a favor. Would you subscribe to the channel, please, and like this video, because we love having you along. We're trying to make some great content. And if you have, comments, make the comments down below. We'd love to hear what you think of Daggerheart. If you have questions about Daggerheart, ask us. We'll probably throw them in either on the next show or maybe in the podcast or maybe at some other point. But we'd love to hear from you. So now that that's out of the way, let's get moving. So we're going to do some character creation tonight. And I'm excited about that. And I like to, in session 0, as you may or may not know, I like to have you create the characters with a minimal amount of knowledge as to where we're going to be. So you do know that we're going to be playing in our homebrew world of Etania, but we're on the other side of the continent of Embers. So we are on the far western shores of Embers in the city of Amicora. Now I will do a longer sort of introduction to that space in another chapter, but for now, that's enough for you to go on. Okay?
That's all we get.
That's
all
all you get.
You get what you get and don't get upset.
Now, earlier, Garrett made a plea to start at level 2 for this campaign, which I am totally behind. So when we generate our characters tonight, let's definitely start at 2.
Sick.
I'm a big fan of just screwing around with the class and race and see what seems like a cool combo, and then building off of that.
Okay. All right. All I gotta say, if sneak attack wasn't overpowered in 5e, I think it's fucking overpowered in Daggerheart.
Really? What's the mechanic?
Same principles as 5e. If you're hidden, or while fellow is in melee with your target, add a d6 to your damage roll. It also says when you use sneak attack, you can also spend any number of hope to add an additional d6.
That's sick.
So if you're loaded up with 6 slots of hope, 66 immediately on top.
Oh, but come on. This is the brilliant part about the hope economy.
Well, that's the thing, because it's
you
there's
save it
only
all up.
certain things you use the hope for, and it's
Right.
the couple times we played, it's all right, I'm at 5 hope or I'm at 6 hope. It's what do you do with it? It's the couple of times I've done a team up attack because I think that was worth 3. So, but it's just most of the characters that I've played, it's all right, mark of stress. But I haven't had many things that use hope, and it's this. You're going to be burning that fucking hope left and right, I think, with this character.
Yeah.
I saw that, and it was man.
I love that.
Like,
but it also subjects the rogue to a real, there's a lot of agency on the hope or fear win for you, because if you can't use that, the notion that you've rolled a lot with fear, you're probably in like a state of despair or a state of like, you've been knocked down a few pegs and you're not able to function in the way you normally do. So I kind of really love that.
Yeah.
That's sick. Wait a minute.
I can have a weapon fly from my hand and strike an enemy in close range.
Fuck
That's
yeah.
awesome.
That's really cool. What the heck?
What?
You don't even have to throw it.
That's divine
It just
will.
flies
No,
from your
it
hand.
just like
That's nuts, dude.
it's like Mjolnir. Except you have to throw Mjolnir anyway.
It's okay. We all know what you meant.
All right, so we've kind of been at it for a little while, making our characters, and I think we're going to start off with you guys kind of going through your character name, what your ancestry is, what your class is, what your pronouns are, and then maybe we'll kind of go into some of the other complexities of the character after we get through that. So, Garrett, you want to get us started?
Sure, I'll start her off. All right. I'm playing his name, he, him, sure. Barnacle. He's a little scab to this world. He's a little scab. He is an underborn ribbit rogue with the Nightwalker subclass.
Nice.
Really shadowy, kind of dark, creepy rogue. That kind of
He got
that
tongue,
kind of
though.
vibe. He's got that tongue though. We're gonna see what we can do with that tongue though.
I got to tell you, I'm excited about that because I haven't given you the description of where you are yet, but I think that's going to work really well.
Ooh,
I like where
okay.
that's going.
Okay.
I like where that's
All right.
going. All right,
All
Rich,
right.
what do you got over there?
I got Aster Crumb. Aster Crumb is a half-orc, underborn wizard. School of Knowledge wizard, specifically. School of Knowledge.
So you coming from that underborn, and now you're
Yeah.
high up there.
Yeah, a little bit.
Knowledge.
Knowledge is power, baby.
Okay,
Not all orcs have to be, brain dead.
Mr. Crumb.
That's all I got for right now.
All right.
All right. Nathan, what do you got?
I am Nokrin. He, him. I guess we're all going fucking underborn for this.
Okay.
Yeah, so
All right,
another unborn.
seedy.
I am an Inferus Seraph on the Winged Sentinel subclass.
Ooh.
Is that a subclass?
Yeah.
The Wing
Yeah.
Sentinel would
Yeah.
be the
Wing
subclass,
Sentinel.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Chill dude.
All right.
Rock on, dude.
Yeah.
I think the underborn thing is going to be
we're
so
all
perfect.
gonna-
I think you're
yeah.
going to be
Wait, why
really
are we
excited.
didn't even talk about that at all. We all just picked Underborn.
Just-
I know.
Yeah.
How did you do
We
that?
didn't
I don't
discuss
know.
this at all.
I feel like my notes leaked or something.
I
Uh-oh.
don't know, dude. The little stuff we knew about Amicora.
Nice. All right, so we decided we were going to start off at level 2. So let's kind of go around the table and we'll talk about a couple of things. Let's talk about, where the subclass and the leveling kind of comes together. Like, what do you have? Like, what do you have at your disposal? What's in your, what's in your arsenal, so to speak? Like, what are you capable of? Like, what makes you proud?
Are we starting with me again?
Yeah, why don't we
That's
start
our
with
show.
you?
Okay, all right, sure. So the main ability of the Nightwalker subclass that I've got is I can move from shadows to shadows. It's almost like a teleport feature. It says when you step into a shadow cast by another creature or object, or into an area of darkness, it says mark a stress and disappear from where you are and reappear in any other shadow within far range. And when you do so, you're hidden. So that's kind of what I kind of base my whole character around, is just the, kind of jumping from shadows and just really,
Being a
dark.
Terrifying little guy.
Yeah.
I love that for a ribbit rogue.
Yeah.
That's so perfect.
he's-
That's fucking awesome.
And I've already envisioned this, almost never puts the hood down. He's wearing, very dark, clothing, and he's always got the hood up, barely see his face kind of thing.
The only
He's
thing-
just the
Shock
mysterious...
when the tongue comes
Yeah,
out.
the only
Yeah.
thing that comes out of that tongue is going to shoot out.
So it's kind
avoiding
of
that a tongue.
it's kind of like Strider's pipe in the end of the Prancing Pony, just coming out from
That's
underneath. but
kind of...
this
Yeah,
is-
that's almost what I was thinking. Just
Excellent.
this, clouded, cloaked...
nice.
just
you
kind
know,
of sitting
vision.
in a tavern, swinging his tongue around.
Yeah, I mean, do we want to go into a little more other abilities? That's the main thing for the subclass.
Sure.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like
Okay.
that. Yeah, if
Just
you want to
keep it
go
with the
further, or if we want to go around, either way.
Why don't we go around?
Okay.
Why don't we go around?
Rich, what do you got?
So Asher is a wizard, like I said, and the School of Knowledge, its main ability is that I have advantage on recalling information from the past. So I got a steel trap up here. Anytime I need to think about something that's happened in the past or something I've read about, boom, advantage. I can also, I have the adept feature for my subclass, and I can mark a stress instead of a hope to use my experience.
Nice. Oh, nice.
Just a
Okay.
different, more options to use experience.
To be
and not
clear,
lose
though, that's marking a stress. You don't have the choice between a hope and a stress. You have to mark the stress, or do you have the
You
choice?
can. It's can.
Can.
You have the choice.
So if you're out of hope,
I can mark stress.
or
if I want to
you're
use
in a
hope,
scenario,
if I want to use hope for something else, I can mark a stress instead.
Cool. Cool.
Boom.
Nathan, what do you got?
Awesome. So for the Seraph in general, the class feature is that at the beginning of each session, I can roll a number of d4 dice equal to my spellcasting trait. For me, that's strength, and I have a +2 in strength, so I could roll 2d4. And then I think it's whatever that amount is that I roll, I can use that as at any time to aid myself whenever there's incoming damage, or if myself or somebody else is making a roll and I want to like add some to their roll, which I think is pretty dope. And then did we go into subclass feature?
Yes.
yeah.
Cool. And so for specifically the winged sentinel subclass, I get the fly, which is awesome. And so I can do two things. I can spend a hope to pick up and carry another willing creature that's approximately your size or smaller. I'm picking you up. I'm going to pick you up.
You better pick me up.
Thanks for the
Toss
warning.
me.
Toss me.
Or I can mark a stress to deal 1d8 additional damage on a successful attack.
Wow.
So that's what I'm rolling with.
Wow. So not only flying at this level, but you also can pick something of significant weight up. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's a good start.
All right.
So do you think like I could like throw you and then you roll for damage and I get a d8 on top of that?
Wait, you want to use Barnacle as a weapon?
Yeah, obviously. Like, look how compact
Throw me.
it is, you know?
I like where this is going. I like where this is going.
I'll hold out both of my daggers.
Yeah.
You
Like
just-
do like a flying spin
Yeah.
attack. Just like
Or while you're flying up in the air, tongue someone, lift them
Oh,
up and drop them.
Oh, we'll use the tongue as essentially a grapple to
holy fuck.
Lift
suck
someone
myself.
up.
No, I'll suck myself in with the
crap.
daggers.
That's nuts, dude.
Oh wow! So you're sort of going. Wait a minute. This kind of has the
lot of
scent
potential.
of. No, this has the scent of Mistborn. You're like
Oh,
pulling.
shit.
You're
kind
pulling
of,
with
yeah.
the tongue as you come in with the
'Cause
daggers.
You went over your actual like class features or your because the ribbit uses the tongue. I didn't talk about that at all.
Yeah, I
It's the
missed some
most
stuff too.
important
Do you want
part.
to
Coming off of what Nathan was just saying about picking me up and throwing me because I'm kind of little frog guy over here. I got this idea to use the tongue because I have the ability to unleash my tongue with a stress point, and it can function as a weapon. But if the game master over here lets me, maybe I'm thinking almost like you throw me through the air.
Right.
I use the tongue to pull myself in for a strike with the daggers. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm envisioning this
Come on, that narrative.
shadowy fucking.
That's cool as fuck.
That is so juicy. There's no way I'm
I
not
like
going to
this.
let you do
I
that.
like this.
I mean,
Your
come
enemies
on.
are like, oh my god, I'm getting licked. That's so cool.
So other than that, just jumping from shadows and just shanking people.
All right. I love that.
Like I toss you into a shadow and you pop out.
We have to give this a name though, like the tongue pull shank or something. Like
Okay,
that.
we'll
You
come
know,
up
it needs a
with a
name.
name.
It needs a
Silent
name.
lick.
The silent lick. That's brilliant.
I'm writing that
That's
down.
going
I'm
in the-
writing that down. The
Yes,
silent lick.
The silent lick. Rich, what do you got for what you're looking forward to playing?
So Astra Crumb is an interesting orc because he, being an orc, he's kept some of his toughness. So he has the ability to be sturdy. So when I have 1 hit point remaining, my armor score is doubled. I I can use my tusks after making a successful melee attack to add some damage to the attack. I also have Wizard's Hope, which adds some more toughness. This is my unique hope feature for being a wizard. I spend 3 hope instead of marking my last hit point. So being a squishy wizard is kind of counteracted by being an orc, and I think that's super interesting to put together.
Huh. Okay,
And-
so kind of a strategic combo to,
Like
you know, in knowing you're going to die.
Yeah, in a sense, exactly.
Yeah.
So besides being tough, Asher has all of your usual wizard spells, pretty much. Ones that cause damage, ones that can conceal or hide. He's a little bit of healing, and yeah,
Ooh, you've got a little bit of healing.
a little bit of
A
healing.
little bit of
I
healing.
I secretly have a little bit of healing
Yeah.
baked into one of my domain cards.
The love lick.
Oh.
Yes, we can make it the love lick.
The
yeah.
love lick.
Um,
Even
Nuh-uh.
better.
So
but no, it's actually inspirational words.
I don't like that.
So I'll give you a little love lick, and I can heal you a little bit.
Interesting. I like this. I also have
Ooh.
an interesting level 2 spell called Final Words. Pretty much speak with dead.
Ooh,
I can imbue
really?
life into someone for a moment to speak with it.
Guess what I have?
I like that.
Same thing?
That.
Yeah.
I did not take that. My level 2 spell is, I don't know what I would relate it to, but if I'm in a group of very close people, it's essentially, I don't have it up here right now. Maybe I can get it while I'm rambling really quick. It's called Shadowbind. I get to, they have to make a roll, but on a success, they're locked in place.
Ooh.
They can't go anywhere.
That's awesome.
And it's all enemies within a very close range. So if I wanted to like lock down a group of people,
Yeah.
if I'm able to like jump in there, Peter Pan fucking stab their shadow into the ground and they can't go anywhere.
Oh, I love that.
That's so
It's what my mind went to when I read this.
Wow.
You know?
Lose your shadow, I'll stab it into the concrete.
Yeah. It says have their shadows temporarily pinned where they are.
That's
Wow.
so cool.
I love that.
Yeah. That's,
Plug it.
Anyway, plugging my computer.
Nathan,
in.
what do you got?
What do I got? So we can just ignore the fact that I also have final words. I guess we're just going.
we
all
can make them
matchy
talk to each
matchy.
other, you know?
Ooh.
Oh my.
What if it's like a dead husband and wife? We're like, here, have
And
a
we want to
last
hear them
conversation.
squabble and waste our fucking time.
So you're just Cersei all the time?
God damn it. Okay.
It's a hard break, okay?
All right.
Yeah.
To better understand that reference, you'll have to go back and watch some of our other campaigns.
I
Moving
figured-
on.
Not any specific moment, just every episode of the campaign.
Right. Okay. So I have a bunch of different spells that do a bunch of really different things, I feel, which is awesome. I love this. So I have Mending Touch for one, where I can spend 2 hope and heal a hit point in exchange for me taking 1 stress as well.
You can heal me.
Ooh.
What about me?
And it also says, ooh, interesting. Once per long rest, when you spend this healing time learning something new about them or revealing something about yourself, the 2 hope you spend heals 2 hit points or 2 stress instead. Which
nice.
is really cool because that encourages you to like chat to somebody
Yeah.
and like build that character connection, which is really cool.
I love
Nice.
And then I just have this one spell for dopeness. It's called Bolt Beacon. I can spend hope to make 2 bolts of shimmering light, which also I feel really fits my backstory that I've chosen. Just 2d8 plus 2 magic damage. Just
like
fun
this.
as hell.
Love
Ignoring
that.
final words. And bold presence, I can basically add my strength trait to any presence roll. So if I look buff, they'll be like, I ain't fucking with that.